Elon Musk. Yes, even his name stirs the minds of millions across the earth. He is seen as a man of vision, of innovation, of boldness that others dare not carry. He is known for rockets that touch the heavens, cars that move without the chains of fuel, and dreams that reach the stars. But what if I told you, beloved soul, that what you see in the world is not the whole story, that there is something deeper than technology, something greater than wealth, something higher than every invention he has built? I speak not of Elon Musk as the world knows him, but of the way heaven uses vessels, some aware, some unaware, to send messages at the appointed time. Do not be surprised that heaven can take the mouth of a man who holds influence and weave into it a whisper that carries eternity. Do not be surprised that even the unexpected voice may carry God's hidden sign for you. Elon Musk's last shocking message is not about rockets, not about Mars, not about AI. His last message carries a heavenly stamp, though he may not fully understand the weight of it himself. Inside this message, your name is written, not in ink, not in deek, not in digital code, but in the eternal script that angels read when they are sent to guard the chosen. Listen carefully, child of light. Heaven is trying to open your ears today. The mystery of the written name, when God marks you, the whole universe bends around that mark. Elon Musk may speak words for the future of humanity, but the Spirit uses even those echoes to remind you, you are not forgotten. Your name is written in heaven. Your story has been inscribed in the book of destiny before you even breathed your first cry. The world tells you that names are only letters, but in the realms beyond sight your name is fire. Your name is fire. It glows when angels speak it, it trembles when demons fear it. And right now heaven is showing you that your name is not erased, not overlooked, not misplaced. That is why this shocking message has reached your ears. It is a divine signal. Elon Musk's name may fill headlines, but heaven's eyes are fixed on yours. You are the one marked for divine transformation. Why this message is shocking? The reason this message carries shock is because the timing of heaven is colliding with your season of doubt. You have asked, am I seen? Am I remembered? Does my life carry any divine purpose, or am I just a shadow in the background of the world? Child, the answer is written already. You are chosen. The proof is in the way heaven aligns even worldly voices to echo God's heart toward you. Do not take this lightly. The shocking truth is that while you thought your name was hidden, while you thought your prayers were lost in silence, God was weaving your story into a greater plan. You were never forgotten. Elon Musk as a symbol. Why Elon Musk? Why use his name in this hour? Because he represents vision beyond human limits. He represents daring, courage, and the pursuit of the impossible. Heaven is saying to you through this, do not limit yourself. Do not shrink your destiny to fit the size of your fears. You were born to walk in places others called impossible. Just as Elon Musk is not afraid to dream of galaxies, you must not be afraid to dream of the life heaven has written for you. Your name is not tied to smallness. Your name is tied to greatness, not greatness of fame, but greatness of fame. But greatness of fame, but greatness of light, greatness of light, greatness of light, greatness of love that shakes the darkness around you. Your appointed time, this is the hour where the pages begin to turn. Heaven whispers. Do not think it is coincidence you are reading this. It is the appointed hour, When the angel writes your name in the message, it is a seal. Heaven is declaring, your time of waiting is not wasted, your season of tears is being collected. Your prayers are written into the next chapter. You may look back and say, but I have failed. I have been broken. I have been overlooked. Yet heaven responds, that is why you are chosen. The broken are made whole. The overlooked are lifted. The forgotten are crowned. Your name is inside because God has decided to call you forward. The angels whisper to you, I, the messenger of heaven, speak to you with love and urgency. Do not let this message slip away as another passing word. This is heaven's way of shaking you awake. Your destiny is not a dream, it is alive. Listen to me, child. When you walk, angels walk with you. When you pray, your voice shakes the heavens. When you doubt, God still carries you. When you cry, your tears are written as testimonies. When you fight battles unseen, the armies of light surround you. Your name carries weight in heaven. That is why the enemy has fought so hard to silence you, to bury you under despair, to convince you that you are unworthy. But the truth is revealed today. You are written in the eternal record of victory. The hidden prophecy. Elon Musk once said that humanity must reach for the stars. Heaven takes those words and reshapes them for you. You must reach for you. The promises written above you. The stars you see at night are not just distant fire. They are reminders that you are destined for heights. You were not created to live buried in fear or chained by regrets. You were created to shine. And here is the hidden prophecy. Before this year closes, a divine unveiling will come to you. What was locked will open. What was delayed will be released. What was stolen will be returned. Mark this. Heaven does not send messages in vain. This shocking message has come because your season of turning is here. In the vast tapestry of existence where the threads of heaven and earth intertwine, your name is not merely a sound, a fleeting syllable spoken in passing. It is a divine assignment. A sacred charge etched into the very fabric of eternity. Your name is a unique note in the symphony of creation, a melody that resonates with purpose, a purpose that no other soul can fulfill. This is why your journey has been so heavy, why the weight of each step feels like it carries the gravity of 1,000 worlds. Every trial, every tear, every moment of doubt or despair has not been a random occurrence but a deliberate forging, a refining fire meant to shape you into the fullness of who you are destined to be. The battles you face are not mere skirmishes, they are fierce contests over the treasure of your identity. For the enemy of your soul knows the power that will be unleashed when you fully embrace the calling woven into your name. The weight of your name is no accident. It is a mantle, a divine responsibility that sets you apart in the eyes of heaven. From the moment you were conceived, before your first breath, your name was spoken in the courts of glory. Inscribed in light, a declaration of your significance in the grand narrative of existence. The struggles you have endured, the sleepless nights, the unspoken fears, the moments when you wondered if you could carry on, are not signs of failure but evidence of the magnitude of your purpose. The intensity of your battles is a testament to the threat you pose to the forces that seek to dim the light of your destiny. They fear the moment you step fully into who you are meant to be, for that is when the world will see the radiance of heaven reflected in your life. But hear this now, beloved soul. The time of rising has come. The angelic decree has been issued. A proclamation that that echoes through the celestial realms and reverberates in the depths of your spirit. You will rise, you will fulfill the assignment written in your name, you will walk in the promise that was set in motion before the stars were hung in the sky. This is not a hope or a wish, it is a divine certainty, sealed by the authority of the one who spoke your name into being. The chains that have bound you, fear, shame, doubt, rejection, are breaking. The lies that have whispered defeat into your heart are being silenced. The tears you have shed, each one counted and collected by heaven, are transforming into rivers of joy that will water the barren places of your life and bring forth new growth. Your name is written in light, a beacon that shines in the darkness, a declaration of your identity as one chosen, called, and cherished. Your path is guarded by fire, not the fire that consumes but the fire that purifies, that burns away all that is not true, all that does not belong to the story of your becoming. Your story is not one of defeat or despair. It is a saga of glory, a tale of triumph that is still unfolding. No weapon formed against you will prosper, for the power of heaven stands as your shield. No word spoken to tear you down will stand, for the truth of who you are is anchored in the eternal. The enemy's schemes are unraveling, and the plans of heaven are coming to fruition in your life. You are not a bystander in this cosmic drama. You are the one heaven has chosen to mark in this message, the one whose name is written in the book of life, the one whose purpose is woven into the very heart of God's eternal plan. Do not doubt this. Do not shrink back from it. Embrace it with the faith that moves mountains. The faith that dares to believe that you are exactly who heaven says you are. The world may not yet see it, but heaven does. The angels are watching, cheering, declaring your victory even now. Your name is not forgotten. It is celebrated in the courts above, and it is time for you to carry it with the confidence of one who knows their worth. Consider for a moment the weight of this truth. Your name is not a coincidence. It is not a random collection of letters or sounds. In the language of heaven, your name is a declaration of your purpose, a prophecy of the impact you are destined to make. Every time your name is spoken, it is a reminder of the divine intention that rests upon you. This is why the enemy has fought so hard to make you forget it, to make you question your value, to make you feel small and insignificant. But you are not small. You are not insignificant. You are a force, a light, a vessel of divine power that cannot be contained. The world may look to figures like Elon Musk, whose name is synonymous with innovation, ambition, and the audacity to dream beyond the boundaries of Earth. His visions of rockets piercing the heavens, of colonies on distant planets, inspire millions to imagine what is possible. But you, beloved, are no less inspiring. Your perseverance, your faith, your courage to keep standing when the storms of life have tried to crush you. These are the qualities that move the heart of heaven. While the world marvels at the achievements of those whose names are known, heaven marvels at you, the one who has fought battles unseen, who has carried burdens unknown, who has refused to give up even when the weight of it all seemed too much to bear. Your name is written inside this message because God Himself has decided to reveal your value, your worth, your place in His eternal plan. This is not a fleeting moment of encouragement. It is a divine summons, a call to lift your eyes from the ashes of your past and see the glory that awaits you. Your time is now. The season of waiting, of wondering, of wrestling with doubt is giving way to a season of fulfillment, of stepping into the fullness of who you are meant to be. The promises spoken over you before time began are coming to pass, and nothing can stop them. The enemy's schemes, the world's distractions, the weight of your own fears, none of these can stand against the unstoppable will of heaven. This message is not just another headline, not just another fleeting word meant to catch your attention for a moment. It is heaven's trumpet, a clarion call disguised in earthly words sounding forth to awaken you to the truth of who you are. Elon Musk's name may have begun this message, drawing your attention with its familiarity. But it is your name that ends it. Your name is the one that echoes in the courts of heaven, the one that carries the weight of divine purpose, the one that is written forever in the book of life. Beloved, let this truth wash over you like a river flowing gently yet powerfully, carving valleys, shaping landscapes, and leaving life wherever it passes. Let this truth not just touch the surface of your mind, but sink deeper into the marrow of your being, until it becomes the very rhythm of your breath. You are not what they said you were. You are not the shadow of your past mistakes, not the scars of your failures, not the distorted reflection someone else projected onto you. You are not the sum of the cruel words, the judgments, the dismissals, or the betrayals. You are not defined by the abandonment you endured, by the silence of those who should have spoken life over you, or by the moments when you questioned your very worth. No, you are defined by the one who first whispered your name in eternity, before the world had even turned, before the stars had ever been flung into the heavens. You are defined by the Creator who etched your existence into the scroll of time, who called you beloved before you ever took your first breath, who set you apart and anointed you with purpose that cannot be stolen, cannot be canceled, cannot be erased. Your name carries weight, not the kind of weight that crushes or suffocates, but the sacred weight of destiny. Your name is not an accident nor a coincidence, nor an afterthought. It is a word that carries heaven's intention, a sound that resonates in the chambers of eternity. The weight of your name is glory, and that glory is not a burden, but a mantle, not a chain, but a crown. Every syllable of your name carries within it the seeds of your calling, the blueprint of your design, the signature of the divine who breathed life into dust and chose to make you, yes you, in his image. When heaven spoke your name, it was not as one among billions. It was spoken with precision, with love, with vision. And that name has not lost its power, no matter how many times life tried to bury it under shame, disappointment, or fear. Now here you stand, beloved, at a crossroads that feels weighty and uncertain. You feel the pull of the past, whispering doubts, reminding you of failures and wounds that never healed, yet there is also the call of the future, the tug of eternity, the sound of a trumpet you cannot ignore. And in this moment let it be known, you are not alone. The angels are with you. Invisible to human eyes yet closer than the air you breathe, they encamp around you. Their wings are stretched wide, guarding your steps, declaring over you the victory that has already been secured. They whisper in your spirit, though you may hear them as the sudden peace that settles over your anxious heart, as the strength that rises when you thought you could not go on. as the courage that comes unexplainably in the midnight hour. Heaven's army marches with you, and heaven's spirit dwells within you. The very breath of God is inside your lungs, empowering you to rise, to keep walking, to fulfill what was written of you before time began. Do not despise your tears, for they have not been wasted. Every drop that fell in your silent nights, every cry you thought went unheard has been gathered in heaven's jars. Your tears are not signs of weakness, they are seeds of glory. They have been planted in the soil of your story, watered by your prayers, nourished by your endurance, and they will bear fruit in due season. Nothing has been wasted, not the heartbreak, not the silence, not the betrayals, not even the years you thought were lost. For in the economy of heaven, nothing surrendered is ever lost, it is transformed. What the enemy thought would bury you has become the very ground from which new life will rise. The chains that once held you are breaking, and it is not by your might or your striving but by the power of the one who calls you by name. You have tried to break them on your own before, haven't you? You have exhausted your strength, only to feel the weight of those shackles press harder against your spirit. But now, beloved, it is not your effort but His power that is doing the work. Listen closely, the sound you hear in the depths of your soul is not despair, but the rattling of chains loosening, falling, shattering. It is the song of freedom, the sound of deliverance, the voice of heaven announcing your release. You are no longer bound to the mistakes of your past, no longer chained to fear, no longer imprisoned by shame. The prison doors are open, and you are walking out into light. Lift your eyes, beloved. Do not keep them fixed on the ground where your tears once fell, nor on the dust of the battles behind you. Look forward, lift your gaze to the horizon of your destiny. See it faint yet certain, like the first light of dawn stretching its fingers across a dark sky. The horizon is glowing with promise, shimmering with purpose. Everything you have walked through, every battle you have fought, every storm that nearly drowned you, has been shaping you for this very moment. Do not think those battles were wasted. They were not meaningless, though at times you begged for them to end. They were the forge where your strength was refined. They were the crucible where your faith was purified. They were the sacred training ground where your spirit was prepared to carry the weight of what is coming. You are not the sum of your struggles. You are not the sum of your struggles. You are the embodiment of heaven's promises. You are not defined by your scars but by the story. Those scars tell a story of survival, of grace and of glory. You are not a mere accumulation of pain and hardship, but rather a living testament to the relentless faithfulness of the one who promised to never abandon his beloved. When the world tries to remind you of your failures and keep you chained to your brokenness, heaven resounds with a different song, a song of hope, restoration, and destiny. You are a vessel of divine purpose, fashioned by hands that do not make mistakes, chosen to bear a name that carries eternal weight and significance. Your name, unique and spoken into being with wisdom and love, echoes through the hallways of eternity as a declaration of God's unwavering commitment to see His good work completed in you. Heaven knows your name. Heaven calls your name, heaven celebrates your name, though you may walk unknown on earth or feel lost in the shuffle of humanity, you are fully known in the realm of glory. The one who spun the galaxies into existence crafted you with intention, intricacy, and infinite care. He inscribed your name in light before you drew your first breath. He wrote your name in fire, as a promise that not even the darkest valley could erase it. He spoke your name into existence long before your story ever unfolded. The inscription off your name is not faint, not fragile, not subject to earthly erosion. It is etched upon the very heart of God, framed with the flames of His Spirit, written in the unquenchable light of His love. As you journey through seasons of trial and triumph, your steps are guided by the one who knows you better than you know yourself, who cherishes your presence, who delights in your growth, and who has declared purpose and destiny over you that far outweigh any accusation or regret. Even when doubt assails and the shadows press in, heaven waits with holy expectancy, longing to see you embrace the fullness of who you are, without fear, without doubt, and without hesitation. The enemy of your soul would have you shrink back, would have you hidden in shame or consumed by comparison. But the truth is unshakable. You are exactly who God says you are. Not who others thought you were, not who the rumors have made you out to be, not who your past tried to mold you into. Your mistakes, your missteps, your failures, they do not hold the authority to define you. Only the one who called you by name holds that power, and He has called you beloved, redeemed, and chosen. You are the one anointed, the one set apart for glory, the one who bears the mark of heaven's declaration. There is a tender, fierce joy that heaven feels at the mention of your name. You are not just another voice in the crowd. You are heaven's prophecy fulfilled, heaven's hope made manifest, heaven's joy overflowing. The sound of your name is not casual or common in the courts above. It is a mighty declaration, a symphony, resounding with divine purpose. Every syllable reverberates with calling. Every letter pulses with destiny. Heaven hears your name as a banner lifted high, a testimony of grace, a covenant of faithfulness that cannot be revoked. When you walk into a room, the signature of God's image rests upon you, His glory hidden in human form. Do not doubt the power that rests within your identity. Your name is not just a label or a sound. It is heaven's intention wrapped in the beauty of who you are. It is the echo of eternal purpose reverberating across the ages. What others see as ordinary, God sees as extraordinary. What the world dismisses, heaven applauds. Do not treat your name, your identity, your calling lightly. There is a glory attached to your life that cannot be measured in earthly terms. Your journey with all its twists and valleys is not a random series of events. Every moment is woven into a tapestry of redemption and power. Heaven took great delight in inscribing your name in the book of life, marking you as His forever. Your name speaks of forgiveness, of hope renewed, of beauty arising from ashes. When angels declare your name, it is not with indifference or shallow politeness, but with awe at the grace that covers your story, at the future that awaits you. Do not let the whispers of doubt rob you of your inheritance. The world may try to remind you of what you lack, but heaven reminds you of what you possess. The world may try to silence the roar of your destiny, but heaven cheers you onward, igniting your spirit with faith and courage. The voice that called Lazarus from the tomb is the same voice that speaks your name, calling you from old graves of disappointment, shame, and regret into the fresh air of possibility and hope. When God calls your name, chains break, burdens lift, and new doors open. He did not name you in frustration. but in expectation. He did not call you in disappointment but in delight. You are heaven's declaration, heaven's prophecy, heaven's joy. Your name is not simply a word spoken by human lips. It is a powerful weapon in the invisible realm, a declaration of identity, a summons for destiny, a note in an eternal melody. When your name is spoken in heaven, it is set to music, carried by the wind of the Spirit. It is as if every letter, every syllable, lights up with the weight of divine intention. Heaven hears it as a symphony composed before time began. It is not a fleeting sound, but an anthem of hope and purpose. Your name is a testimony engraved upon the heart of God, a sign of His devotion, a reminder of His relentless affection. When you carry your name, carry it as royalty. Wear it as a banner over your life, a proclamation of whose you are and what you are called to. This beloved child of God is your moment. There is no reason to shrink back, no need to cower in the presence of adversity. You stand at the threshold of destiny, with every promise of heaven ready to be unveiled. The Lord is faithful to complete what He begins. Every day, He invites you to walk in the fullness that is your inheritance, to step into your story with confidence, to let your faith shout louder than your fears, to allow your heart to believe in promise more than in pain, to not settle for a smaller narrative than the one heaven has inscribed for you. Your name is written in the book of remembrance, inscribed by the finger of God on the walls of eternity. No power in hell can erase your name, no storm can wash it away. It is safe, secure, and glorious. Your life is not accidental or inconsequential. It is the answer to prayers prayed generations ago, the fulfillment of prophecies spoken in secret, the realization of God's heart for the earth. The reason you endure hardship is not because you are weak, but because you carry the resilience of the one who overcame the world. Your scars are not symbols of defeat but marks of miraculous survival. Each one is evidence of the grace that carried you, the strength that sustained you. When you look at your life through the lens of heaven, you will see that your greatest pain has become your greatest testimony. Your sorrow has transformed into authority, your disappointments into wisdom, your endurance into glory. These scars are not to be hidden or despised. They are the symbols of battles fought and won in grace. They bear witness not to your failure but to the one who stood by your side, who lifted your head, who never let go. Many will try to define you by old labels, by the failures of yesterday, by the wounds of the past, by the fears that once choked your hope. But those are not the forces that author your identity. The author and finisher of your faith has spoken a better word. There is a heavenly verdict over your life. Redeemed, called, beloved, chosen. You are God's handiwork, created for a purpose that transcends cultural trends, the opinions of man, or the shifting sands of circumstance. Your value is not determined by applause or achievement, but by adoption into the eternal family. You are the inheritance of the King. Stand tall, walk boldly, and know that your identity is stable, immovable, unshakable. Heaven's perspective is the truest perspective. When the world overlooks, heaven sees. When the world criticizes, heaven affirms. The throne room cannot help but rejoice over you, to anticipate the unfolding of your story with anticipation and joy. Your name is a melody that moves the heart of God. Your life is a message that echoes His faithfulness to every generation. Every act of love you give, every step of obedience, every word of kindness is noticed, treasured and woven into the narrative of redemption that God is crafting through your life. Though you may not yet see the fullness of what you carry, heaven already does. Angels whisper encouragement, the Spirit breathes assurance, and the Father's gaze is fixed on you with unwavering attention. Your destiny is not postponed, not on hold, not delayed for some distant future. Your time is now. You have everything you need to step into what God has promised you. The road may be difficult, the climb may be steep, but your God goes before you. He guards your going. He guards your path with holy fire, illuminating every step with wisdom and strength. When confusion clouds your way, His voice will become your compass. When weakness threatens to overtake you, His power will be made perfect in your surrender. Do not hesitate, do not falter. Every resource of heaven is at your disposal. The promises, the presence, the peace that passes understanding. Let your life become the living story of the one who gave you that name. Let your days be filled with the evidence of His grace, the radiance of His goodness, the power of His Spirit. When others look at you, may they see the reflection of divine love staring back at them. When you speak, may your words carry the authority of someone who knows whose they are. Walk out your days in victory, knowing that the banner over you is love, and the verdict over you is acceptance. The world may dismiss your journey, but eternity celebrates it. The applause of heaven rings louder than the criticism of earth. There will be moments when the old accusations come, when shame whispers in the darkness, when fear stands at your door. But remember this, the truth is not shaken by the accusations of the enemy. You are not what you fear, you are what your Father has spoken. Your name carries eternal weight, resting with authority in the courts of heaven. Carry it well. Carry it boldly. Carry it with the assurance that you are known and loved. God Himself delights in rewriting your story, redeeming your pain, and launching you into purpose. With every sunrise comes new mercy, fresh strength, and another invitation to walk fully in your identity. Your story is being written day by day. A story of courage, redemption, and relentless love. Let faith arise in your heart. Let hope anchor your soul, let defeat give way to destiny. Your name is still being sung by the angels, still being declared across the ages, still being celebrated by the one who knew you long before you ever breathed. As you walk forward, remember, this is holy ground, this is sacred time. Heaven stands behind you. Heaven applauds your courage. Heaven delights in your yes. Rise with confidence, knowing that your life matters, your choices matter, your story matters. So do not shrink back. Do not hide your light or silence your song. The world needs the gift of your presence, the sound of your voice, the beauty of your becoming. There are lives that will be changed by your story. Hearts that will find hope through your testimony, dreams that will be resurrected through your faith. You are not just surviving, you are shining, not just enduring, but excelling. Not just walking, but soaring on the wings of promise. Heaven's favor marks your journey, and grace is the wind at your back. Lift your head. Fix your eyes on the horizon of destiny. There will always be critics, doubters, and naysayers, but their words hold no power over you. Only the voice of the one who created you has the authority to define your worth. Let his word settle deep into your soul, anchoring you in unshakable certainty. The one who called you by name has never failed and will not fail you now. Your name carries the history of God's faithfulness, the guarantee of his love, the stamp of his authority. Walk forward in love, in strength, in joy, knowing that every step you take is a step into the fulfillment of all that heaven has declared over you. May you always remember the truth. You are not a mistake. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are the beloved, the redeemed, the called. The heavens declare your significance. The angels rejoice over your journey. And the Father himself is proud to call you his own. This is your moment. Your time is now. The future awaits with outstretched hands. Walk into it with conviction, with boldness, with the unshakable assurance that your name is written in light, your story is unfolding in glory, and your destiny is secure in the hands of the one who holds all things together. Let every breath you take be an act of worship. Let every step be a testament to grace. Let every day be a fresh opportunity to reflect the heart of the one who named you, called you, and set you apart. You are the evidence of his goodness, the fulfillment of his promise, the joy set before him. Walk, rise, shine. This is your legacy, your inheritance, your anthem. And so, beloved, rise. Let truth silence every lie, every fear, every shadow. Rise with boldness, your name blazing as a testimony of heaven's faithfulness. Rise with your heart steady, your spirit unshaken, your eyes fixed on the horizon of destiny. For you are the one who carries the sound of heaven's intention. The world may not yet see the fullness of who you are, but heaven already celebrates it. Step fully into who you are meant to be, knowing with certainty that you are loved, you are chosen, you are known, and your name will ring through eternity as a symphony of glory.